Hello everybody, my name is Liam and welcome back or welcome to my channel. This is completely different. This is 100 hours in Terraria hardcore. That's right, I have a character right here, Ichigo. I named him Ichigo. I have a lot of characters. I name a lot of my characters based off of shows that I'm watching at the time because I like to binge watch a lot of shows, like anime and stuff like that, and I like to play games while I'm doing it too. So this is my current character that I've been playing on. I've tried other characters in the past, and this seems to be... my current character that actually has the most hours, like, on one single character, which is awesome. Same with the names of worlds as well, based off of if I'm watching, like, Harry Potter or anime or stuff like that. But this is my hardcore Terraria world. Let's go to spawn real quick. And I'm just gonna give a tour. Yeah. I don't know what else to say from this. I started this, I've had multiple attempts at this. I've been trying to do this since, like, August is when I started this, like, I really, like, sat down and started this challenge. I had started this challenge, like, a while back prior to that, like, near the beginning of the year. But complications happened, like my cat dying. But, this is my Terraria world. Welcome. This is my single-player hardcore Terraria world. I have this sign right here that I placed at the beginning. Liam's hardcore world. This is the character that I've used. I've defeated 6 bosses, but I need to go back and change it, but I don't want to retype everything. And I need to also update the hours, which I can do, because it's like, what was it? It just said 6 hours? There you go. I've been updating that periodically, just so it, like, saves the date. So if I do die, I know how far in I was, roughly. And this is my, I guess this is my setup. This is my build and stuff like that. I do have hardcore ore material, specifically this one block, Palladium column, just because I went on to my single player world and grabbed it because I like building castles with this block, because I think this block looks really good. And the only way to do that was to jump onto my single player world and grab some, so that's the only thing that's, like, I guess you can say is, like, cheaty, but it's not, because I've already grabbed it in the past. But I have that, and I've been using it to build a whole bunch. But I guess let's start. This is where I started. I started right there, obviously. That's where spawn is, and I've added a lot of things. I used to have large buildings and stuff like that here that went up and down, and it wasn't very large. It was basically like a village hole, is a good way of putting it. And then I was like, I kind of want to build something big and fun because it's a hardcore world, right? You have to do something crazy. So that's what I did. I built something big, crazy, and fun. And the first thing I did was I removed the buildings here, and I had started, ignore this for now, building this massive mountain, essentially. As you can see here, I started building this. I built this, like, little loop here, and then I had built this tunnel, and all my storage was right here for the longest time, was just right here. And it worked great. It was fantastic, and I was just jumping in and out. And I had cleared out all the buildings here, and then I dug out a giant lake, you can see here, and filled it with water, and then put a little island. I was hoping if the water was here, I could have the character spawn right here, and then it would be great, but I couldn't. I just realized I just jumped straight into this, but it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. And then I have, like, this type of stuff, shimmer and all that fun things, but I built this little tree here, and it's nice. It's really pretty. I really like it. I guess we come to the right because I have this little bridge here where I've done goblin armies and stuff like that. And I have this tower that I've technically already shown. It's kind of cool. It's not the first thing tower-wise I built. I actually am going to show that here in a little bit. But if we go over here to the right, there we go. I have my arena. This is my arena. It is massive in comparison to the other things that I'm going to show, but it's huge, and it made it so much easier to fight bosses. But it's kind of funny that I built this, and then I have yet to fight the next boss in this. I've basically just been refighting the Eye of Cthulhu over and over and over again, but this goes all the way down with this block. This is the easiest block to get a hold of because I didn't have to gather resources a whole bunch, but I haven't gone to hard mode yet, so I can't really break these altars. I plan on going into hard mode at the end of this video, and I know I didn't quite do a like a video series on this, but this is 100 hours in hardcore Terraria, at least casually playing. This is what I've basically just been doing for a while I worked on going back to school and basically get everything settled to start the next year going on. Which Happy New Year's when this hopefully comes out. We'll see how quickly I am at editing. Probably not gonna do a whole lot of editing on this. There you go. Yeah. So this is my arena. I can actually get pretty high resistance. Like if I pop all of my pots, which I don't have like the best food, I just have medium food. I don't have like major food or anything like that. In this arena, I can get 69 defense with this setup that I have going on here. I only have Molten. It's Christmas, so I have an ugly sweater on. And then I have most of my things give warding. I think all my things give warding. Yeah, all my things give warding, including like some of my other items. But obviously, things like the Shield of Cthulhu give defense as well, and same with that. I went purely with the defense build because if I can survive in fights, and if I can survive in fights, I can win the fights. I've only had a couple of instances so far where I have been unsuccessful in surviving fights, but so far so good. But let's move on to the castle. This is the main base, my big project. As you can see, I mainly built this arc here that kind of goes over. Here it is. So I built this whole mountain first, and then I built this little island in the middle and the tree around it and everything like that. And it's pretty big. It goes really close to the top of the world, like fairly close to the top of the world. Let's see if I can get up there. Yeah, like it goes to the point where I am in 0 gravity. And I can just fly up to the top. Like that. That's how high it is. It's crazy. I haven't, like, figured out which room I want to move in right away. Probably this room will be it. But I have a feeling that once I go into hard mode, because I'm not super close to the villagers, which are right here, then it's gonna be a problem. So, yeah. And as you can see, my villagers are also shimmered, so they look different, and I kind of like them this way. I thought it would be fun, so I went on my way to do that, which is always great. Whoa. Shackles, cool. Yeah. So I guess we'll start at the bottom. I don't know if this is technically the entrance or not, but as you enter in here, we have my crafting room with what I can get of crafting. I have a lizard furnace right here because in my jungle there's an entrance right here, and it was just literally like I can access that chest, and I already did, and everything was just right here. The lizard crafting station was just sitting out. Like, it was so weird, but pretty cool. I'll take it. And I have used some map viewers as well after a while to find certain things. You can see a lot of my world right here, but it was for like a lot of like laying out things and mainly like chunking out my biomes. I'll show you when we get there. But I have this guy here. This is my crafting room. This is the armor room. This is every single armor set that is available in pre-hard mode that is obtainable in pre-hard mode. I think there's 32 armor sets here, I believe. And then down here, no, I think it's 36 and then 32 when it comes to the armor. I think there's more hard mode than there is pre-hard. I don't remember. But there's a lot of armor sets here. The alternatives were super easy to get. The only armor set that was weird and like kind of difficult to get, as you can see here, it was the Crimson armor. I had to go into another world and farm that out and got that. But because I haven't defeated the boss on this world, I don't have the trophy here. But the plan is to get all the trophies here. There's like 26 trophies, and I don't have enough slots for all the trophies here. But I have some of the trophies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. These are all the current hard mode, pre-hard mode bosses. There's 7 pre-hard mode bosses that you can fight. The only one I'm missing is Brain of Cthulhu, and I don't have the biome set up yet. So that's just gonna take a while to get to, but I'll get there at some point. And it is Christmas time. As you can tell, presents are dropping. Oh, it's hardcore. Oh, that's not it. Death. There you go. I have died 0 times. I don't know. Some people like that. And then you come up here. This is my storage room. Everything's like semi-organized. I have equipment. I'm trying my best to get as like one of everything. To the best of my ability. I do have the shell phone, and I have the TerraSpark boots. Those were difficult to get. And it took quite a long time. I have a lot of vanity and armor and tools and stuff. You get a lot of these buckets. It took me a while. I was like, are the bottomless buckets, are those all done through hard mode? And nope, you can get the ultra sponge, you can get the buckets, almost all of them in hard mode. The only one you can't get is the shimmer one. But I have a lot of waterless water buckets because I've just been doing nothing but fishing, and I'll show you that as well. I have all sorts of fun things. I have the golden fishing rod, and yeah, these are all my weapons and things, and my ores. Pretty fun stuff. A lot of meteors have dropped, and I don't know what to do with it other than turn it into bullets, but I've mainly just been using the sword. The Knight's Edge, because that just seems to be the best thing to use. So, and fish, and I had a lot of crates at one point, and then learned that they added the alternative chest, the alternative crates, and those can't be pushed up, or these can't be pushed up, so there was no point in keeping them, so I just started using them and got a lot of my ores that way too. And my redstone paints, boss summons. See, I have a lizard power cell and a solar tablet, which I don't want to do. I have a lot of guide voodoo dolls, which I will get to in a minute as well. All sorts of fun stuff. Rideables and pets. Yeah. This is obviously my tower for these villagers. I use this one a lot. Just to sell because he has like the most inventory space. And it's nice. Yeah. It's great. Up here is my teleporter room. I have this guy, which it looks like I have some items in here that I need to clean out, that I can easily clean out. My piggy bank, which is this. This is my piggy bank. I have some fish in here still that I need to move out, which I can do when we go over there to the fishing area. But I got a lot of bait. I never have to worry about bait, mainly because I have so much master bait. And I also have the tackle box. I don't have anything in that one. I don't think I have anything in that one either. Nope. And I have, what was it? The golden fishing rod. And for a while I was using the angler stuff, but I've had so many near-death experiences using the angler armor, so I just stopped using it. It was just too dangerous. But this is my portal room. For the most part, I have the shimmer here. Takes me over here, the shimmer. And now I can easily grab these as need be. Makes it's so much more convenient having the teleporter there and everything. I didn't really do much over here, but that's my shimmer. My hollow biome is actually going to be this giant chunk right here. I'm going to turn this into the shimmer, into the hollow biome. I was thinking of flattening it out, and I've been saving up the candy cane blocks, and I'm going to basically turn this into a candy land once I have access to the hollow, which is going to be really difficult because obviously it's a hard mode biome. But I've done my best with this, and I chopped it kind of in half and put a giant glass box around it. Not on the top side, but around it in general. Just so that it doesn't spread. Because I've already had a couple of instances happen where things have spread into the arena, because this block back here, I was super dumb, and this block is spreadable, which I didn't know. And I've done a lot of fishing on this world, so I have bass base, whatever these statues are. This provides 5 armor, and then I have mana lamps, I have heart lamps, and campfires as well. You get a lot of that from fishing. You can get these from fishing. These statues, you get them from fishing, which is really cool. I've learned a lot about fishing. Fishing is broken. And then Crimson. I have a Crimson biome, but I don't have a Crimson biome. Again, it's one of those things where I don't have access to it until like hard mode when I can get the seeds easier. But for now, that's just what it is. And I'm worried about going into hard mode with multiple biomes, Because if I have more than just the corruption, when it spreads, it creates a V of hollow and crimson, or hollow and corruption. But if I have the crimson, I don't know if that will create another biome in it. I just don't want to deal with that. So I just haven't done it. This is my corruption teleporter. This takes me close to my ice biome and also close to my dungeon. And I'm still working on... why am I so slow? I'm still working on... what was it? The teleporter going to my dungeon, but for now, this is just what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Kind of want to show you guys the dungeon first. I've been, like, super excited to show people this. Like, super excited. This is basically just what I've been casually working on in between trying to get things ready for college. Going back to college to finish my bachelor's in game design. This is my dungeon. It is flooded, kind of. I also extended off to the right, and I had all these blazers from fishing in lava, and I got everything from fishing in lava, so unless I want to do fire resistance potions or wrath potions, I don't really need to fish there anymore. But I basically just filled this entire thing up with water because I thought it would be really cool. And it is. Look how massive this is. All this water. And it's so much easier now. I can just... If I need corruption fishing for a quest, I can literally just sit right here and then fish. And if I need to fish anywhere else, then I can fish here if I really wanted to. This is obviously my arena for Skeletron, and this is my dungeon. Cleaned it up a little bit. I do actually have... I tried to. I didn't follow any guides for almost anything that I've made, like redstone, or not redstone, wire-wise. But I do remember this being a thing. So I do have a dungeon farm here with the water candle and everything, and I can go back and forth. And that's really nice. Let's go back to spawn, I guess. I had this little teleport here, so in case I do teleport to spawn, or if I need to get to spawn, I can also very easily hop right here to the middle of my base, which is really nice. Let's see, Crimson, Corruption, Dungeon. So I haven't gotten that set up yet. The jungle arena. I do have a massive jungle arena. I've essentially been trying to, like, get everything ready for hard mode. I recently expanded this so that I don't have a whole lot of, like, dungeon-based things here. But this works quite well for fighting bosses. At least I hope. I fought multiple bees in here and no issues whatsoever. It's really nice. And then I have the Beezor in my inventory so that I can explore the jungle. Because I've learned doing hard mode, the jungle is like one of the most terrifying places in this entire game to do anything in, which is great. And hell is the safest. Hell is the safest because there's no traps. No traps, dude. It's so good. The jungle temple, I don't have that set up yet. I'll get that set up maybe before hard mode. I don't know. Well, I'm recording this video, and then I'm gonna go into hard mode, so I guess not. So it'll just be a challenge for future Liam. Sky Lake, because I have this. Where is it? Right here. I have this little hut here for fishing in the sky, and I've barely used it. I do have a teleporter set up, and I just have to drag wires across, and I haven't done it yet. My entire base is like covered in wires for teleporters. Let's see. Ooh, grab this. Boom. You can see all the wires kind of trying to go around the lantern so it doesn't turn them off and on. But you can kind of see this, what I have set up. And then I've been working on, obviously, the dungeon one, but it's not there quite yet. I'm not the best at making money. I do have a plat, almost 2 plat. Let's see. Let's check out some of the towns. I do have this right here, so I can get around the world very quickly. Let's start from the first build I did outside of working on the... Oh, actually, hold on. I'll show you guys my greenhouse is my current work in progress build. This castle is massive, by the way, and I have this large bridge that goes over this area here. And this bridge I actually finished on my 100th hour, which was Christmas Eve. So at 8:30, literally on the dot. It was really cool. Yeah, because you go through here, and then this takes you... I don't know quite what to put in these rooms. I think at some point I was going to turn these into, like the teleporter rooms, but I'm thinking of doing vanity in here. There's a lot of vanity in this game, so like doing like Halloween vanity, Christmas vanity, and then other vanity, and so on and so forth. And I can always dig into this mountain and do way more if I really need to, but I have lots of towers in space, which is really cool. And then over here, this guy in this massive man-made cave. Everything that you see that is like really glowing, like this is shadows. Everything up here I have built. Like this is all by hand. So this guy, this is my Dungeons Defender arena. It is, I don't know if it's still a work in progress. I don't know what else I want to do in here. I have like this like pattern that kind of makes it look like it's like a cave and stuff like that in the background. But I just haven't done too much with it. So yeah, just haven't done much with it. Let's see, come out here. Continue going across the bridge, and we have my current project. This is what I've been working on over the last couple of days. I've been on a binge watching Dandadan and Welcome to Demon School, Nirmakun. I've been watching that and working on this. This is my my garden. My greenhouse. I have just about everything. The only thing that is not like, I have two things that aren't like fully like stocked up yet. Deathweed is one of them, and then Waterleaf is the other one. But I've noticed I haven't really needed those two ingredients as much. I don't know how much I'm going to need them in hard mode, but for now I don't really need them super much because I got a lot of endurance potions. They're super easy to make. Fishing caves, get the rock armor fish, I think. And then I have my iron skin and regeneration and swiftness potions. And then danger sense. Oh my god, danger sense potions are like key. You need danger sense potions. If you're doing a hardcore world and you don't have danger sense potions, you're stupid. Like, you need those in order to do anything because you can't spot traps, and you also can't spot sometimes when you find just gold chests lying around. They are sometimes just gold chests lying around, but if you open them, they could be dead man's chests, and that's really bad. You don't want to deal with that. That's a no-no. But this is my greenhouse. It's still a work in progress. I don't know what to do on this side, but what I'm thinking of doing this is like turning this into like a medieval, because I have a giant castle right here, right? I'm thinking of turning this into more of a medieval town type thing, kind of Renaissance themed. That's why I have blocks. I was literally getting ready to start building this. I was like, I'm gonna record this because I kind of just want to record this. So that's what I'm doing. I thought this looked really cool. I think this looks really nice. It took me a while to build this bridge because it's not centered, but it's centered in a way, because you can see the middle one is the biggest. These other two ones are slightly bigger than the outside ones, and it's like, it's really off. It's concerning, but it works well. And there also used to be two giant trees here. There was a giant mountain here, and I just completely removed it. It's just gone. So, yeah. That's the main base. Let me show you guys the other places that I got. We'll start with the first one, which is the snow pylon. This build was practically taken from the internet. A lot of my building, when at least when I first started doing like some of the bigger projects, or at least the pylons specifically, I couldn't think of like styles. I wanted to do like a cabin, so I would look up a cabin and go, "Ah, that's a really cool looking cabin," and then I just build it because it's a single player world. Who cares? And I really like it. I think this looks really nice, and it came out really nice. And I decorated and furnished it with all sorts of fun things. And yeah, as you can tell, all these guys are all shimmered as well, so I can still shop with them and do everything all nice and good. And the Tinker, the mechanic, I've shopped a lot at. She all of a sudden has the mechanic's rod all the time, and I had like the demonic rod for a while, and I just could never get it. But now I have it. That's great. Anyways, this is this, and I have my little area down here for plants. The the shiver plant thingy. And then I have my little fishing area. I have a Christmas tree at every single area. And then a little dock that I can fish off of this. I had to make this dock as well. Or make the water. It's really nice. And then this goes right into my this area here, which I haven't really needed to explore because fishing is way too overpowered. And it's so much easier to just do fishing than it is to just go mining. So, but I've done a lot of exploring in this world. I feel like not as much that I should have for what I did, but oh well. For how long I've been on this world. But this is my ocean pylon. It's really nice. Again, it's another one of the builds where like the top half is definitely like you could probably find this somewhere online. Mine's just red instead of the blue. And I also, the bottom part is similar, but it's completely different because I don't have the blocks. There's a lot of blocks that I don't have access to. The only one that I was willing to go into another world and grab was palladium, because it's like the best building block for castles, and I wanted to build a castle, and I didn't want to wait until hard mode, because I just didn't want to wait till hard mode. And my angler, the cloudfish. This is essentially how I've been doing. I have my little area here. This guy's really annoying. Because he's always just in the worst spot. Let's see, cloudfish, right? Cloudfish, there it is. When I reach one of the fish, I go back and I fish. Oh, there you go, super absorbent sponge. Boom, super easy to get. Because I'm not in hard mode, there's still items that I'm not getting from the angler, but those items are so, like, they're not even a problem. Like, I don't even have to worry about them. But I can fish out here and do all sorts of fun stuff. Let's see. The next one I did was the desert pylon. So one of the cool things about, like, over the years of me playing Terraria, a lot of the stuff I wanted to do was like revisit old things that I've done in the past, especially once I like got to the point where I can easily survive without dying. I wanted to recreate a lot of the things that I had in old worlds growing up as a child playing with friends. So I rebuilt Top Cactus. Top Cactus is like one of those builds that we had, that my friends and I had in one of our worlds, and like our base was like an hourglass shape, and just randomly off in the desert I just built this, and I thought it was really fun, and I found the image again and rebuilt it, and this is now my desert pylon. I think I'm missing some blocks up here, but I just painted everything and it looks fine. And obviously I have my party girl and I have my hairstylist, and I don't know why he got turned into a different creature, but this is the golf guy. Boom, golf. And I plan on making a, what was it? A golf course, but just not yet. And obviously this is right next to this here too. So I think it takes about the exact same amount of time to go from there to here as it does the other area. But again, it's a work in progress. So I have lots of time until I die, and I don't have no time. So we'll see. We'll see. And then this is my pyramid that I got really lucky. I got the flying carpet, and I don't use it anymore. But I had the flying carpet, and then I explored a good chunk of this at first to find the statues, because I didn't know how else to get them. And then I gave up on that because I was like, oh, I guess I'll just carry around that statue with me. And then I did more fishing, got one from there, and went, oh my god, you can get the fishing. Holy crap, that's super busted. So then I did that. And then this is it. This is my cozy little cactus house thingy. And obviously there's a Christmas tree. Every one of these has a Christmas tree. The next one that I built is my jungle pylon. This is like my favorite one. This is not inspired by anything. Well, it's inspired by images that I found online, but it's not like copy and paste. This is like just generally organic. And I love it. I think this is one of my favorite builds that I've done on this world. It's really cool. It's atmospheric. The lanterns are really nice, and it's very similar to the lanterns that I'm using at the castle, the Japanese lanterns. And it's just really nice. And obviously my characters are shimmered, because I like the shimmer look better. And this is really nice. And I have a majority of the slimes here. I'm very tempted. You know what? We're gonna move one of the slimes over here. This one. There you go. Let's move him over here. Is he over? Yes, he is. Okay, good. Nice. He was getting really annoying. Being over at the docks. So each one of these has a slime. And then I have more housing available if need be. But this area, I didn't do a single bit of terraforming. it was just a natural like cove, and this is a natural spawning pond, and it just looks really nice. And so I built a house on it, a couple houses on it, and let the bamboo grow. It's just really cool and cozy. This is probably my favorite build. I guess I'll touch on hell last, but this is my cavern pylon, which is kind of like a still work in progress. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to put like a glass background here. Kind of up in the air still, but I basically thought of like domes, like spheres, and I basically just built the biomes in it. There's a mushroom biome right here. Right here. So I figured it would be cool to put mushrooms in here. As you can see, there is another glass sphere here. I don't know what to do with it. I built it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like a honey thing here, but it's in a mushroom biome, so I don't know if that's gonna work. But I can fish right here. Oh, right here. And it's honey, and then it's mushroom. I don't know. Maybe I still do that. Like turn this into like maybe a mushroom biome and do it that way instead. But I have hanging lanterns, and this is the clothier is the only one that I didn't like the alternative version of. Terraria. Oh, I think I already have one of those. But it's like they're spread out enough for it to count as a pylon, which is really cool. And I've been doing a lot of fishing, so I have a lot of weird posters. And this is my dwarf. He's a dwarf. And they have little things, and there's little trees in the domes, and I just think it looks really cool. This is another thing that I did. As you can tell the difference between what was like a screenshot that somebody else had built and what I had built. What I built is more spread out and more like a town, whereas, you know, things like this is a screenshot I found online. For the most part, this is a screenshot. Like, at least the top half is a screenshot that I found online. Whereas this was not a screenshot that I found online and copy and pasted, and neither was this. I think this also turned out really nice. And also, Honeyfin, 160. That's how many I have. But no, they give 120 HP, which is insane. And it's the best, at least from what I can find so far. I haven't done research on what is the best potion pre-hard mode, but this seems like the best potion pre-hard mode. You just sit here, fish for an hour, and then you're just golden with honeyfins. And this gives 120 HP, which is just amazing. That's so good. Why do that? Why not do anything else? And then my biggest issue was when I basically like topped this off in the bottom, and I couldn't go all the way down. But this is my elevator as well. So I guess let's fall down my elevator real quick. I have this. Oh, yeah. So that's something else I kind of want to show. That I learned kind of the hard way. Here, let's do this. So here, because there's a character on hard mode, in order to get gravestones, in order to get a biome that allows you to craft some of the other blocks, you have to kill your NPCs. They drop gravestones if there's a hard mode character on a world. So that's how you get these gravestones, and it's kind of neat. I really like it. Kind of a cool little feature. I actually originally had this as an arena and fought deer clops here, and then turned it into a graveyard so that I can get some of the blocks that I've used for things like old cement, old slabs, the old stone slabs, and then also some of the stone backgrounds that I use for the Dungeon Defenders arena. So yeah, fun stuff. Oh no, we're doing this. Boom, and then I've done Dungeon Defenders. You can just fall down this way. That's it. This is the fall. We're checking out Hell. This is my world tour. It's only 30 minutes long. It's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Oh. But I did this. I didn't record any of this, and I really wish I recorded some of it. But honestly, it's really difficult to record things. I know I could easily just cut off my audio. I mean, there are lots of Terraria YouTubers that just don't have audio. But it's just so much easier. So it's so much easier to just talk and not have to worry about editing. The house that I'm in now is like really noisy and loud, and it's really difficult to record at all. Oh, as we come down here, this is my hell. Like it? Like it? I love it. I originally had honey blocks in here. But like I said, hell is the safest place. You might be thinking, why is it the safest place? It's definitely not the safest place. Well, you have to deal with these blocks. The burning spheres from the imps, which, by the way, are not that big of a problem, because when you're mining and digging, which I still need to expand this going all the way across, I have lots and plenty of blocks. But this goes all the way to the right, and it goes all the way to the left. So I'm, like, prepared to fight the Wall of Flesh. I was thinking about waiting until I had enough heart lanterns, and then having heart lanterns going all the way across. And same with the statues, but that's too much. That's like, this is a large world, so that's like 86, it's 86 campfires, I think, all the way across, and that'd be 86 heart lanterns, and it'd be 86 of those statues, which it was a pain in the ass to get 12 of them. So I don't particularly want to sit there and fish for that long. It's doable. I just don't want to be spending that time doing that. As you can see, I did have, at some point, I had blocks going all the way across. I do have blocks going all the way across. Look at that. That's in one direction. Periodically using banners. Also, if you do the imp statues, or the imp creature in general, that's like a super easy way to make sure that you just don't die down here. Literally, there's no traps down here. So you don't have to worry about monsters. Or not monsters, you don't have to worry about traps. You don't have to worry about anything. You can walk freely in hell. As long as you have water walking, and as long as you have, you know, a tool actively going, you can walk and do whatever you want down here with no issues whatsoever. It's really nice. So yeah, there you go. That is my world tour. Nothing crazy, nothing too big. This has essentially been like my project that I've been working on outside of anything. This has been my relaxation thing, and it's been really fun. And I'm kind of happy I didn't record it, just because I just wanted something to relax. I know it's hardcore, but I just wanted to relax and play a game and de-stress while I worked on, you know, getting a car and getting ready for school, getting ready to go back to school and all that stuff. It's incredibly stressful, and it's the end of the year, and holidays and stuff like that happen too. So this has been a massive stress relief, and it's really been really fun. So if you guys want to see more of this, let me know, and I will happily continue this as a recorded series, but in hard mode. And I'm just, it's nothing crazy. I'm basically just like turning this is like a hermitcraft thing, right? I'm basically just building to build. And if I die, oh well, that sucks. I want to try and do like a rail system that connects all of these bases together, or connects all of these buildings together. But that's something that's going to take time too. And I'm not too worried about that. Oh, yeah, I have green moss as well in this world. Oh, well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Videos will be coming back in the New Year's. Hopefully, we'll see. That's the goal. I plan on finishing Chef RPG and then going from there. And doing more. Hopefully more Minecraft. I want to do more Minecraft because it's relaxing and it's something that I can come back to easily and not have to worry about a storyline. So, and if you guys want to see more Terraria, I'll do Terraria as well because I like Terraria. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. You guys have a fantastic New Year's, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Also, I just remembered, if you guys want to see me do more, I'll show you guys me killing the Wall of Flesh. How about that? So subscribe, and I'll do more. And I'll show you guys me killing Wall of Flesh and continuing this world. Bye-bye.